Scarey here at Universal Studios in Orlando for Halloween Horror Nights 30, and in this video what I'm going to do is go over the two Stay and Scream areas. I'll show you exactly how many haunts you can get done if you choose between the one or the two. Now for those of you that are not familiar with Stay and Scream, what it is Universal Studios closes down at 5 p.m. to switch over for Halloween Horror Nights, so you have to have a separate ticket. Now typically you have to wait until 6:30 to get into the park. However, if you have a daytime ticket or an annual pass, or you can buy a $30 option ticket on the website to be able to do this, but you can stay in the park and start going into the two Stay and Scream areas at about 4 o'clock. And usually what happens is around 5:30 they release those Stay and Scream areas to a couple of specific haunted houses, and you can get to go through those before they let the general public in. So really it's a great option because you can usually get 2 or 3 houses done before anybody else comes into the park if you're lucky. So what we're going to do today is go over that and show you exactly how many that we were able to get done for opening weekend. Now there are 2 Stay and Scream areas, like I said. One is in New York City and then one is in Springfield, or the Simpsons area as some like to call it. Now the houses that you'll be able to go through in New York first are going to be Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Bride of Frankenstein, and Springfield is actually going to do 3 houses. You'll be able to do Beetlejuice, Hill House, or Scarey, Ohio. Or at least those were the houses that they did this weekend. Are queuing us up in Central Park, but this is going to be the Simpson or the Springfield Stay and Scream. Park employee just told me. And the houses are going to be Hill House, Beetlejuice, and Puppet Theater. It is 20 after 4 and we are now being officially released into the proper Springfield Stay and Scream area. So a lot of people here tonight for this. There's a pretty good amount of people filtering in here. Pretty soon we'll be able to get over on the other side there and you'll have full access to all the food. You can get a Krusty Burger if you want while you wait, or you can get a Duff beer, especially if you want a Dufftoberfest beer. Those are really good. Okay, so it is not Puppet Theater, we were misinformed. It is Scarey, Ohio that is released over on this side. Beetlejuice and Hill House had a huge line, so we're gonna knock out Scarey first. After some slight confusion as to which houses you could do in the Springfield Stay and Scream, we have discovered it is Scarey, Ohio, Hill House, and Beetlejuice. At least it is tonight. I was told 3 different things while I was in there, but we got into line. The house opened up at 10 to 6. I'll let you know how long it takes us to get out. So Scarey, Ohio, the house opened up at 10 to 6 and we got out at 6:03. So now we're gonna head over to the Sprung tents. And I'm gonna do both of them and I'll let you know how long it took. I feel like I should clarify when I say Sprung tents. Puppet Theater and the Wicked Growth are the ones that we're doing. These are the ones that are in the giant golf dome looking things. So I just got done doing both Puppet Theater and Wicked Growth, and it took a total of 55 minutes to do those 2 plus Scarey, Ohio. Now I think you can do it faster. It was going a little bit slow because of all the rain. They kept brushing just buckets and buckets of water out of the houses because it is really, really slick. Tonight I am over in the New York Stay and Scream area now, and the haunted houses that are going to be released for New York are Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Bride of Frankenstein. Now, yesterday, when I did the Springfield ones, I gave you the update on the first 3 houses and how long it took to get through. We ended up getting through Beetlejuice and Hill House by 8:30, so from 5:45 to 8:30 is what it took us to do those 5 back houses, and it was really, really crowded and raining. So, but like I said, I'm going to predict, even though I'm going to go through and do this again tonight, that you're going to get more done in Springfield than you can if you do the New York Stay and Scream. But New York does have one large advantage over Springfield, and that it's just that, large. It is a huge Stay and Scream area, and there's actually some more area over here we can go check out that you can stay in, but you're going to be a lot more spread out, not necessarily right on top of each other like you are in Springfield. Another advantage in the New York area is you can kind of get primed for the event by checking out some of the scare zone props that they have sitting out Now, pretty soon they're gonna come and take this tarp off, and there's a victim being sucked of his fluids. So another quick look here, right before I go line up. They've not put out the rest of the street props. There are a couple things that go here for Seek and Destroy. Finnegan's Bar and Grill is a popular feature in the New York Scare Zone. It is a great Irish restaurant, and it's very loved by people that do Halloween Horror Nights here. So it is, they do not do reservations for Horror Nights. It is first come, first serve, walk up, and it's really hard to get a table because it is extremely popular. I mentioned it can be very hard to get a table at Finnegan's, but they do start accepting the walk-ins over on this portion around 3:15 to 3:30. So if you really want to do it, make sure you start lining up about that time, which is a little bit sooner than I believe they start letting in for Stay and Scream. I think they start doing that at about 3:45, 4 o'clock. And we are starting to line up. You can see over there, that is the Bride of Frankenstein line. And then I'm actually over here in this one, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which is starting to get quite long. It's almost all the way back to Finnegan's. Stay and Scream has been released. We are now heading back to Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So what usually happens is we'll all get in line, and then 10-15 minutes after that, the house will open up. Soon, people will be running for their lives here in Seek and Destroy. They have not yet started getting the scare zones around to open. I think they still got about an hour for that. And right on time, 10 to 6, the house is now open, and so we'll be heading in here, and I'll let you know exactly how long it took us to get from this point to the next house. We're out of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Man, I love that house. It is so good. I don't know what everybody else thinks of it, but that's one of my favorites here. But anyway, we got out at 6:07. We're gonna go see what else we can jump in real quick. Still got about 23 minutes before the park's open to everybody. It looks like you could very easily jump right into Bride and knock that one out as well. You can see the entire queue line is empty. It's pretty much just we go around the corner there and get right into the house. We are out of Icons. That was only a half-hour wait, so we were done with the house by 6:50. So there you go, Chainsaw Massacre and Icons, which are some of the highest wait times at Horror Nights this year. Done before 7 o'clock, and like I said, Bride is walk on. We'll go over there and I'll show you what Tooth Fairy's current wait is. Just give you another idea what you could do. You could right now run into Revenge of the Tooth Fairy. It's only a 25-minute wait, and that would give you 4 houses before 7:30, and then you can pretty much probably just move to the back of the park. Well, hopefully you were able to get some useful information from this year's Stay and Scream area. Just a quick recap, on night 1 we went over and did Springfield. We were able to get 5 houses done before 8:30 and 3 houses done before 6:30. Night 2 we did New York, and we were able to get 2 houses done. Chainsaw Massacre, actually 3. Chainsaw Massacre, Icons, and then we went over to Legendary Truth and got that one in. I forgot to put that in the video when we were actually filming that day. Before 7 o'clock, and we could have done Bride because it was walk-on, and we could have probably even done Tooth Fairy, so we probably could have got the same amount of houses done over on the New York side. However, I still think your best bet's going to be Springfield this year, and really the way that I would do it is if you're really diligent, you get into that Stay and Scream early, and you knock out either Beetlejuice or Hill House. You get to where you're in the front of the line before they start lining up. Your evening's going to go way better because you can go knock out that, and then you'll probably be able to get all 4 or the other 3, like Scarey, Ohio, Puppet Theater, and Wicked Growth done, probably before 6:30 to be honest, if you're lucky. Now, you probably have zero issue the rest of September doing either Stay and Scream. But as it gets to be October and things start to get a little bit more crowded, you know, those times are gonna vary. But there you go. Hopefully that's useful for you. Thanks for watching.